Hey everybody, welcome back, and things are definitely getting interesting with That Park Place and Black Girl Gamers. Apparently Ron Coleman, who's pretty big on social media, he is legal counsel for That Park Place. He has actually received a cease and desist letter to John, well, the cease and desist letter went to John Trent of That Park Place. And so Ron Coleman apparently is taking the case and representing them because of the fact that John Trent decided to point out that these allegedly discriminatory hiring practices that Black Girl Gamers has openly spoken about are illegal. Not just here, but in the UK where they are based as well. So very interesting. So now what we are seeing across social media is the crazy amount of replies from people who think that it's okay for one race of people to have their own closed spaces and not others. Basically, you know, we went through the Civil Rights Act and segregation and all these other things. Now that we've solved all that, it's okay to put everyone back into segregated communities again. That's essentially what these people are speaking for. That's what they want. So you have like Kayla the Lash saying the replies and quotes to Black Girl Gamers proves exactly why the space was created in the first place. Or let me remind you guys, this entire thing happened because Black Girl Gamers decided to go out and attack people. They were not the victims, just so we're clear on this. Packer Girl says Twitch ambassador Jambo claims the harassment towards Black Girl Gamers is harassment being directed towards black women / femmes. Over this is exactly why they've created their own space that you're not welcome in. And I want to point something out real quick here. I do not believe that this is the majority of black people, black men, or black women that support this crap, because a lot of what you see here, a lot of these specialty groups that are victim status groups like the Black Girl Gamers and these little closed communities of people, they also lump themselves in with other marginalized people, the trans, the LGBTQIA plus community, all these people, the sex workers. They take these supposedly victimized groups and they lump them all together because they don't have enough people on their own to make up a formidable size group, so they kind of band together. I don't think that groups like this represent the average black woman in this country. I'm sorry, I don't. I think most of them would probably have more common sense than this. I mean, I just, that's how I view this. So yeah, Jambo says, white men have always had a seat in gaming. Everybody's always had a seat in gaming. That's the crazy part. Gaming has always been, if you could afford to buy the system, you can buy the game and play the game, you know? Someone like Kale Zad here, Kale Z-Dad, Kale's dad. Oh, Kale's dad. Interesting. Why are white men mad at Black Girl Gamers for being Black Girl Gamers? This guy, Atreas, really calls him out on it, and we're going to get to Atreas' video later on. He says, you're not really looking for an answer, you're just looking for an excuse to call guys racist. This has nothing to do with white men at all. And he is 100% correct on this one. In fact, forgot to like that. We have this guy, Big Cheese. Big Cheese says, Black Girls Gaming create their own safe space because you excluded them. They became successful even when you excluded them. History has shown y'all made fun of Black Girl Gamers since they started, and now y'all want to pull this stunt. What history is he even alluding to? Again, no receipts. Valiant Renegade here says, how were they excluded? Please cite evidence. No reply. Nothing. So Sid Alpha points out, do you have any proof over there, Chief? Any evidence at all? No, I didn't think so. No one excluded them. They excluded themselves by being blatantly racist, and who doesn't love to talk shit about racists? Exactly. Sheepsidian here says, I shit you not, every black woman I know did not complain about being excluded. In my time of living in Patterson, New Jersey, Ahoskie, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, and with every black woman I know online, hell, I'll even extend this to other races I've grown up with, not a single woman has complained about being excluded, nor have they been. Y'all piss me off making this shit up and just to get some kind of, well, he swears a lot. I'm trying to be good here. Moral high ground for the cost of doing nothing. Y'all the folks who tell the teacher the class had homework. Everyone else is having a good time and y'all show up with a raisin and potato salad bitching about how y'all suffer in your own minds. That is so good with the raisin and potato salad. Lunar Archivist says, successful. Luminous Studios was shut down after their god-awful work on Forspoken, which cost Square Enix tens of millions of dollars. How is that successful by any stretch of the word, unless by that you mean successfully bankrupt? I mean, 100% right there. I mean, perfect point. So if you all recall, I don't know if I have this brought up or not, we had this situation where Gothix was essentially compared to Candace Owens by this gentleman, Khalif Adams, who I've talked about in a few videos here. Khalif Adams is just a race grifter. He has a podcast featuring people of different POC ethnicities. So Vanessa addresses his little dig at her and says, the irony of this post is that it's an admission of how little proponents of diversity actually care about diversity. They don't. All they care about is intimidating and ostracizing whoever decides to think beyond their prescribed arbitrary narrow standards. And that's for sure the situation we have here. In fact, we've got a little video response from her that we'll play a little clip of.
So this is my header.
And she has the little mermaid meme here.
On X. And again, if you know my backstory, you know that I got canceled as a Twitch streamer because I questioned why people were calling everyone else racist if they had a problem with Disney casting a black woman to play Ariel. So I said, on Twitter, I said, can we just not call people racist for questioning why Ariel is black now? And instantly, I'm anti-black. So, you know, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing just repeatedly people.
Well, and the point she comes to at the very end of this here, which we might play a little clip of, is who decides in the black community what is anti-black
in the world. If you're saying that I am anti-black, then that assumes that there is some type of standard. Who gets to write that standard? Who? Is it Al Sharpton? Is it Black Lives Matter? Is it Black Girls Gamers? Is it the collective of the black community? What is the metric that you are using to say that I'm anti-black?
And this is a big thing. I remember Russell Wilson playing for the Seahawks. There was this big controversy because the other players on the team said he wasn't, quote, black enough. Now, this guy here, Atreas, I had to play a little clip of this because brilliant little 6-minute video of his. If you, I might link it down below so you guys can find it easier. Fantastic video. His Twitter handle is official Atreas.
Came out and falsely claimed that they were being harassed. The only reason we say false is because most people, when they are being harassed, will show you proof that they're being harassed. They were not being harassed. Nobody was checking for black girl gamers, okay? Then they decided to double down and attack gamers again, claiming that in the industry, the games don't revolve around them, despite the fact that gamers are the one that buy the fucking games. Now they're getting roasted. And recently, they decided to come out and claim that they're going to file legal action against anyone who claimed they had discriminatory hiring practices. Apparently, I ain't got no mail. Discriminatory hiring practices. Well, if you look at their Twitter themselves, they showed you what their hiring practices are. But you don't even have to look at their Twitter. Just look at their website. Their website clearly says 100% minority operated. This backfired on you because you decided to inject yourself into a situation that had nothing to do with you. Calling everybody else racist when you have a company who you've openly bragged about only hiring minority workers.
And I think, honestly, that is the biggest point. He does address the fact that it's not just minority, it's the fact that they also don't employ men. I do want to play this last. Let me see if I can get to it here. I don't want to steal all of his thunder, but there's a part I have to play here.
Outside protesting that y'all hire white people? No. You should have kept your mouth closed. Like, nobody sits outside of a black barbershop and demands that they hire white people.
This is too good.
Nobody does that shit. It's because it's implied. You live in a black neighborhood, you got black customers, you're going to have black barbers. No black people are sitting outside of Great Clips demanding that they hire black people. We don't want y'all barbers no way. Fucking barbers are trash.
I think that is just so good, to be honest, because if you've ever had your hair cut at like a Great Clips or something, you know what you're in for. It's a disaster. I've gone to a few of those places, Sports Clips and all that, and it's a train wreck. But yeah, I think that these are very valid points, and to be honest, I think that if more people could just have these open, honest conversations about this kind of stuff, we would get a lot further and a lot faster in life. But let me know what you guys think down below. Leave a comment, maybe share, like the video if you can, get some of these out there, and I will catch you on the next one. Alright, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for being here. I do have 2 channels, Minimal Effort Podcast, as well as my gaming channel. I do have a Twitch and Kick for my gaming channel. We do live streams over there occasionally, maybe once a week. And then if you are in the market for a new PC, make sure to check out Meta PCs. Click the link I have down below. Use code TBO at checkout for a special discount. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.